So, good evening, everybody, and thank you very much for joining us tonight. There's a few new faces on as well tonight, which is always nice to see. Um, at one point, it was supposed to be a surprise, but I just can't keep anything from you. So, we're all already aware that we've got Ambassador Cruises on tonight, our newest contract in place, our newest cruise supplier. So, Andrew has very kindly agreed to come on this evening and do some training on Ambassador Cruise Line for us. So, welcome, Andrew. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
again. In the middle of January as well. I'm going to mute myself and you can take it away whenever you like.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew. I am one of the business development executives for Ambassador Cruise Line. I'm one of a very strong team. There's around 14 of us, and we're looking to expand that even further going in the next couple of weeks. So we are in the middle of recruitment. So a little touch on who we are. I know I just had a couple of touch speaking a couple of minutes with people beforehand. We are one of your youngest brand sort of cruise lines out there. We're only about 4 years old. We're coming up to our fifth birthday this April, May. We are Ambassador. We call ourselves Britain's authentic no-fly cruise line, but we are going to tweak that. We have tweaked that this winter, but we offer you the warmest welcome at sea. And I'm going to go through the product and explain why we say that phrase. So we like to make sure we give you that authentic cruise that basically was out there years ago without you coming on board and having to book things and to go and see this person to do that. We basically bringing that standard cruising back on board, giving you the most breathtaking destinations, amazing entertainment, standard cuisines, all for the best value at sea. Now, if you went on our website and you've not done it before, absolutely go and look at them prices. They're absolutely amazing. Our staff and crew will be the friendliest and most diverse industry, and actually, I believe they are. I love going on board, spending time with them, and we make a little community on board, and we make sure our friendships last. When you come on board Ambassador, we have 6 pillars that we work by, and actually all our staff get a little training before they come on board. Some of these are absolutely amazing. We are one of the most sustainable and ethical companies out there. We have 3 of the cleanest ships in the world. Doesn't mean because the engine, it doesn't mean the vessel has to be brand new. You make sure you look after it and it looks after you. So we can go to some of the best sites in the world, including UNESCO sites. Voyage of Exploration means we are going to places of that reason, and we are backed by people like Orco and the Wildlife Preservation Society that actually gives some ideas on some unique places to go. We also stay really close to home and see some of the finer things that are on our doorstep, like the British Isles. You'll be really surprised what we can offer. Sail with Friends is absolutely amazing because our ships are smaller sizes, between 1,100 and 1,400 guests. Our community of guests that come on board absolutely get to know our staff. And as I was mentioning in the chat just before we started, our retention factor on staff is around 45% actually, which means our staff come back time and time again. In the cruise industry, it's around 22 to 25. So that means when guests come back on, we give them the most wonderful welcome, and we do this with the unbeatable value as well. Now, our peace of mind guarantee is also, I don't know if you know this, but Ambassador is a trust funded company. So again, we weren't able to be operational without making sure everybody's money goes into a trust fund. That means when your guests come on board, we do not get a penny of their money until the cruise actually physically sails. So that's another way of saying to an agent or a guest that if say anything goes wrong, money should come back quite instantly. We take all that and we get it into a little seal, and you'll find a few of these around the ship, so we live by it and make sure it reflects what makes us distinctive in the market. So, should we start off looking at the ships? Now, this is one of my favourites. I've got 3 favourites. There's no difference in them to me. Absolutely the flagship of the Ambassador brand. She's ambient. She's 1,400 guests, and she's built previously back in 1991. But she's very well looked after. She's just in Newcastle now, getting a partial refurb. Now, so she's booked. She is only bookable from London Tilbury. She doesn't pick up at any other regional ports. She might stop at some of the UK ports on a British Isles cruise, but yep, she's Tilbury only. She has some beautiful venues on board. Just to give you some light-hearted one, this is Raffles. It's a jazz bar with singers all throughout the night time, and she opens up around midday, where she might do stuff like choirs and quizzes and things like that. If you want to be in the center of the whole ship where we've got plenty going on, this is center call. Everything we've got on board our ship is a little nod to something being British because of us being a British cruise line. So center call and ambience is pretty much all a little bit around sport themes as well. So you're probably going to understand the center call has got an SW19 bar, it's got a Dickens bar, it's got quite a few things named after something British. But I love this area because you can come here and congregate throughout a cruise day as well. We will have music in here, we'll have singers of a night time, we have loads going on. You've got the choice of going to our duty free shopping on the other steps, other decks, and you've also got the chance of making sure a drink is brought to you. You don't have to get up at any given time, it's all wait service. Our biggest scores is about our shows on board Ambassador. We see this because we also pull guests from other top rival cruise lines. They absolutely hear and talk about it all the time. Our shows on board are traditional and they're twice a evening. You can see our panoramic stage here. I love coming to here because we can also be on this top tier above or sit down below, which means we've got plenty of seats for all our guests. None of our guests have to book at all to come in and see the shows. There's plenty of seats straight away. They can come straight after the dining and order a drink at their seat as well. And we will deliver that. We do a smaller menu, so it's nice and easy, quick service, but our shows last around 45 minutes. Our second ship in the fleet is the beautiful Ambition. She is based out of not just one, not just two, three, four, 5, 6, but she's built and she's not built. She's based at 7 regional ports. So I'm going to cover those ports with you in just a second. She travels around the whole UK to make sure everyone with Ambassador has an opportunity from their doorstep to cruise with us. A little bit smaller in our fleet. She is 1,200 guests and she's slightly built to a high spec. She's ex-Ida Cruises, which is a German cruise line, which was also part of the Carnival Corporation, like Princess Cruises and all that. On board, she has a night at the Palladium, just like you will get experience on board Ambience, but she is a slightly smaller theatre, but again, enough seats for everyone to come after their dining. So you can still order your seats and that, but she's one sort of tiered level, as you can see, it goes at the back. One of our favourite places on board this ship is when the previous owners did a full refurb. They did £53 million on it before we bought them. They've done up the spa. The spa is one of our favourite areas. A little perk for all our guests that come on. The spa is free to use. You just pay for your treatment. You do not need to book appointments. But these are up on the top deck level, deck 12 at the very front, giving some beautiful panoramic views. This is the relaxation room. For again, if you've gone on a cruise, something like Iceland and that, you want to come back and warm up, you can just lay in here or go and use one of the spas or the steam rooms, which are absolutely free of charge to use. An evening in the cabin is a favourite spot for me as well. I think you'll find that I'm talking about a few bars on board here, but again, we do an extensive drink service on board the ship. All table and wait service in here. Again, we can take pretty much half the ship in this bar. Feature that it is duplicated all the way around the front of the ship, and it's also just above the main theatre, so it's a great place to come and congregate. Open from midday to around midnight. You can also get your quizzes, your bingos and stuff like that happening here on cruise days. Dining is never too far with our guests on board our ships, and I'll cover that a little bit in more depth. This is one of my favourite restaurants on board ship. Just shows you how modern how vessels are. So guests do come on board and think we're a little bit older. Absolutely not. If you have the opportunity, and when they do come out, it will be on our Facebook page. Please do apply for a ship visit because we want to get everyone to come on. First-hand experience is absolutely immense, and people are surprised how modern our product can be on board. Our third ship, I should say, well, I call it my 2.5 ship. She's Renaissance, and she's part of our merger with our sister company in France, and part of CFC. We do Fly Caribbean, and I'll cover that in a little bit more. But she, again, is absolutely beautiful on board. Again, she's a little bit older. She's around 2000. She is ex-Honda America, and she's got some beautiful venues on board. Now, when I was on board back last year, in a nice, beautiful, sunny Belfast is where I got to see her. This is my favourite restaurant. She is two-tiered. She's kind of a bit more of an open dining option, but there's still set times. So you come between flexible hours on those, and then you're allocated on these. She's based in Barbados for us from October to March on a 2-week turnaround cruise, and this is all available for you to book on our website. So again, when I was talking about, we've changed our dynamics a little bit of no fly. Theatre again is two-tiered, absolutely gorgeous. She offers you the option of again sitting in comfortable comfortable locations, either upstairs or downstairs. I love the little sort of French vibe on board. She gives me a bit of a Moulin Rouge, an Art Deco thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. So when you come in here, 2 shows overnights again after the dining experience. You're never too far from a sun lounger or a bar on board our ships. Again, this ship comes with 2 swimming pools. This is the Moana Bar, and it's actually got a roof on top, which can be retractable. Not that we're going to need it in the Caribbean, so we're quite lucky when our guests join us in Barbados and go around to the smaller islands like Antigua, St Kitts and Vincent. But again, it's a beautiful venue. This is one of my favourite places to board the ship. So why am I the right cruise line? First of all, we are very strong in the no-fly sector. So that was our strong point for pretty much up to this year. And we've won top awards. So we've got 7 regional ports for you guys to offer when you go out and talk about to your guests. Depends on where you live. Home port for us is always London Tilbury all year round with ambience, as I've mentioned in the previous pictures. But we can also take you from Bristol, Portsmouth, Liverpool, Newcastle, Dundee and Belfast. All very strong ports are called for us, and very much great locations, and we've very much seen our sales grow year on year from all these ports. Destinations you will notice that we are going to can be massive. We are doing Morocco, Canary Islands for just a touch. We've got flight without going on Fly Caribbean. We are doing West Indies from London Tilbury. We are doing the Azores. We are going as far as St Kitts, and we've got even Mexico and Colombia coming up from Tilbury as well. So again, have a look for our portfolio. You might be surprised what you can find is perfect for your customer. Peace of mind guarantee. We are one of those most trust funded companies out there, and that's because we set up in the pandemic. But something else is we also offer an ambassador guarantee. So it basically means we offer on board, we don't offer you a product that we advertise to be available, i.e. something to do with the spa and the sauna, it's completely shut down, we can't get you in there, it's not open, we have 48 hours to rectify the problem on board, get everything up running, deal with it on board with the hotel director and the guest service manager, and if we can't do that, we can bring the guests back and absolutely we'll refund them their cost of their travel back and their holiday. But again, it's up to us to rectify that on board before they can get back. We have 48 hours. Destinations, you've just seen a little map for where we depart from. This is also one of our top destinations we go to, and this is Norway. I've got a choice of nearly 200 itineraries still in our portfolio, all unique and all something different. 37 low cruises. You think, oh, Norway? Yes, this is Norway. And yes, we do have 37 itineraries from 7 regional ports, and every single one of them is not repeatable, and every single one of them will be in a different order. So again, when guests come on board, we like to say to them, this is going to be a one-off experience on this route. Audience specific cruising. I do love this, and there's so much I can talk about. We do have sailings for everyone. We have a massive solo market. We have a massive experience of couples, groups as well coming on board. We have themed cruises from all our regional departure points, including our repositioning cruises. They are amazing. You should also look at advertising those. They'll always have like a party cruise on or a theme cruise and stuff like that. Whatever your passion, we've got something going on. A massive thing to look out for our retirees sort of demographic. They love arts and crafts, and we do supercraft cruising, which give you 61 different arts and crafts. Generally on a 2-week cruise or a little bit longer, and they cost around £6 a day. We also have comedians on. We have 70s, 80s, 90 cruises. We've got the lot going on. And coming out of Portsmouth this April, we've got Great Six Radio coming on, their presenters. We've got some TV presenters coming on, and it's all sort of presented, and it's all being brought together by Jenny Claire and stuff like that. You're going to absolutely find it all on our website. Sort of talking about our guests, and we had this little chat prior to coming on the studio recording. So this just gives you a little breakdown of what an average guest is with us. You'll find that actually some of your guests will be retirees for sure, especially on our longer cruises. You're going to find some of our cruise guests are actually quite prestigious positions where they own big houses. They're probably in a village, more rural locations. So your guests that come on board us sometimes are actually spending a bit more money, but they also love a really good deal, hence why we treat it as a value cruise line. So don't be surprised of saying to guests that you might book on a top end cruise line, what are you doing for your second and third holiday? Because based on our feedback, they're coming to us, and we do a CSQ card, so a feedback card, and we ask who their cruise with previously. So we do get that information, and I've sat with them at lunch, so it is true. So that just gives you a little idea of the customers we take. And actually, I will just re-highlight there, when I was also talking, our average age group, our guest for a year is 63. We still have a very young market coming on, as well as for our longer cruises, a slightly older demographic, again, because they could do the 45 nights without needing time off. Amazing shows are always top of our agenda, top on our NPS scores, and my God, they are out of this world. And when we say you're going to the West End and a night at the Palladium on board our ships, you absolutely are. We don't make a song and dance fit. We leave it up to you to come on and value the shows for yourself. And this is what we ask you to do. Come and try our product out. There will be things like fam trips added out to all our partners out there. Again, it's about getting your bookings and get yourselves in to be recognised. So let me just give you a quick clip of our shows and our entertainment going on board the ships. So when you spend the evening entertaining on us, you're definitely going to be going out for your meals before. Outstanding dining and drinks is one of our top scores. When you come on board, we are doing your traditional authentic dining. So we've got your breakfast, your lunch, your afternoon tea, your snack bar, and then we've got up to 5 courses for your dinners. We've got an extensive bar on board, serving different drinks in different venues as well. So, something I will always say to our guests, if your clothes are feeling tight before you're boarding, don't bring the clothes with you, because a good cruise will make sure you will be bulging out of those on the way back home. We've also got some outstanding cuisine which is available in our a la carte restaurants, and again, these aren't extensively charged. They are starting from around £19.95 for a three-course meal in our Indian restaurant, up to £29.95 in our Sea and Grass restaurant, which gives you up to 8 courses as well. You can get a little idea of our pictures of our stand of our food on board here. And if you go off to our Indian restaurant, you can see our fantastic staff do get dressed up in local outfits as well. We want you to enjoy your food on board. And my God, you absolutely do. I can prove that because the last cruise I was on, I couldn't get my tuxedo on the last night. And that was 2 weeks after doing France, Spain, and Portugal. Your bars are all modern with modern twists. We've got a bar for everyone on board our ships, and we've got around 6 to 7 per ship. So again, you can move around the ship, find a nice spot, different spot every day, and you can repeat that throughout the week. So being on board, you've got to have somewhere to stay. And you know what? It's never too far from a mind. You want a nice, comfortable bed, and they are absolutely on board the ship. You can even buy their pillows if you wish. We've got an accommodation that suits everyone's requirements. Give you a standard look on ambience. At the moment, this is some of the inside, the ocean views of the suites and the balconies as well. Now, just make you aware, we are in dry dock and having some of these cabins being tweaked. So this is what the old ones look like. Some of them are getting new carpets, some new furnishings, so do bear with us. I've not seen it yet. She's still in the middle of renovations, but she is on the news back up in Newcastle. So if anyone's had a chance to see it on there. Ambition is a little bit younger on the ships, but she was also refurbed just before we bought her, but she's light and bright, and this is a typical inside cabin. This is my favourite suite cabin on board. Absolutely, I've stayed in there a few times. I paid the extra to go up and upgrade into it. Now, something I'm going to point out to you, do always check the difference between a balcony to a suite level, because you'd probably be surprised. There's the odd cruise where they're only about £100 upgrade and you get extra benefits. And talking about benefits and suites, never be scared to talk about upgrades cabin levels. We've got an amazing array of suites on board our ships, and look at the standards used on here. Now, if you watched the TV program on Channel 4 in September last year, Fun Loving Brits at Sea, you would have noticed that we use these cabins for our guests to come on board with the filming. You get priority phone lines, home sweet home priority check-in, you get priority luggage delivery, bathroom with slippers, a pair of umbrellas for, well, you never know how the weather's going to be where you go around the world, a pair of binoculars so you can do your own little adventures. You get a world atlas, again, do the old-fashioned way. You can follow it on the digital TV screens, but my God, you can have a little bit of fun on trying to track it on a map. Pillow menu, as I said, pillow spray. Priority on destination experiences waitlist. So again, if you wasn't sure what you want and it's on waitlist, you get priority. We get priority in restaurants and tables and sitting, so that's the main dining. You get late checkout and leisure at your leisure disembarkation, and that's just some of it. Now, we put all this together, and based on that's just touching some of the stuff we do. When you go into suite level, we believe once we tallied everything up, the extras, because we also chuck in a Wi-Fi, we also chuck in an a la carte restaurant option on certain decks as well, grades of cabins as well. So when you could kind of work that out, you could be earning up, like these guys are getting products up worth up to £400. If they've only paid £100 to upgrade, they're already a bargain. So have a look and see what they're getting. So the benefits, we average, reckon, on a 7-night voyage is worth around £400. So unbeatable value is everything I've been talking about, and I'll cover some really great offers for you in a second. This is an old customer of mine when I used to work in retail, Mrs. Quinn, and she's on board, and everything for our customers is in pounds to avoid any exchange rates as well, and that includes our sister ship that's from France as well. It's all British pounds. So some great offers that's going at the moment. You can go online. This is all price parity. You can all book these. We're just waiting for all your login credentials to come through, and Sharna will give those out to you in the next couple of days. Look at this cruise of the week. Arctic Explorer Northern Lights 1289 for 13 nights. Yep, that's 13 nights. Great 6 radios. Escape number 2. We've got the Ken Bruce coming on board, and a few other people from the radio station. It's going to be an amazing cruise for 7 nights. That starts at $799. Now, if you upgrade to an Ocean View, you even get a Top Creek package for £99 on that selected cruise only. Springtime fuels is absolutely one of our favourite cruises. 899.57 nights cruising there, and we've got Portsmouth as well coming in from April, and we've got some beauties on this. Got half price drink packages on those. You got free return coach transfers for guests who are not sure about the journey from London Victoria, so guests can that free of charge while available. Escape to Belgium, France, and Holland is from 719. I checked that a little while ago. I think that's just gone up to around 800. Springtime Sunshine in Portugal and Spain. This again is going to have some people on from TV, including some Great Six radio hosts. So this is 10 nights from 739. That ain't bad for a bit of sunshine. But talking about Fly Caribbean, why not fly with us from either Heathrow or Manchester? And I thought, because I'm going to be speaking to most people, I picked out some Heathrows. This is some of our lakes available. Valentine's in the Caribbean with us for 2 weeks from Heathrow, 1649 on the 9th of February. And you've got the Springsgate, 14 nights, again, 23rd of February, 14 nights from 2449. We're a different kind of ship in the Caribbean. We've still got that Britishness. We've still got that traditional authentic cruise. Yes, we do have an international market on board, and we do welcome guests and children on board these ships from an older demographic. So we are adult orientated, and we don't have much for the kids, but we do allow them. But this is a really beautiful product, but proper weather that you would love to be in right now based on what we've got here. So I would advise you to have a little look at those. We are charted out with Virgin Atlantic from Manchester and Heathrow. What a partnership to have. Now, talking about the products again, don't forget we are one of the most sustainable products and ethical. So again, we are in the top 10 to 15%, which means we do get to places like UNESCO sites in Norway that other people aren't getting to. And being a smaller ship, we also get past these big ones. So we carry on, and we can get our guests further to the doorstep of the port of call than any other cruise lines, apart from anyone smaller. Charities and partnerships you will find on our website. We do work with a big range of charities and partnerships, and you will find that we are up in big lights at the Olympic stadiums in London. We are part of the cricket team in Essex and Sussex, and we are working massively and closely with these people. Orca Wildlife is one of our biggest. They come on and support us and work out itineraries where we can go, where we can make sure we're not causing any destruction to the wildlife as well. So, See You in the Caribbean. I just wanted to recap this a little bit more. See You in the Caribbean is our fly product with Renaissance. Again, 1,100 guests. She's a beautiful vessel to go on. She's chartered up and partnershipped with Virgin Atlantic. So again, we can pre-book all your seats instantly with us, either on the portal or over the phone with reservations. We can upgrade you anything from economy to economy with extra leg rooms. You can choose your seats. You can go premium economy, and you can go upper class with us. And when you book the upper class as well, we'll automatically give you access to the lounge. This is all bookable there and then with seat numbers without having to wait for it to come back. Our itineraries are nice and small. We are going to traditional small little islands. This is just a typical itinerary I picked out there. We try not to go back and do the same itinerary twice. So our itineraries, if you look at them, are in different orders, and they also will pick up a destination maybe once or twice so we can go back and get further time on the islands. When you want supportive tools on this, no problem. There's digital brochures, not just for a Caribbean, but all of our for all our guests. You can also send them a file copy from there if you just put your ABSO number in. We've also got the website. It's easy to book on our website. I'm talking as a traditional travel agent that's been around for years. When I've been and used websites, this is amazing. You've got a profile section on there as well, and then there's a dedicated area for Fly Caribbean, or just give us a call. Our experts are absolutely amazing. UK contact centre based out of Essex. So your campaign and offers, just a highlight for you guys. Half price drinks are available on selected cruises from 18th December to the 12th of February. So have a look at these. That means you're getting a drink package for around 25 quid. Our drinks and our spirits come with like 40 mils in them. They're not 20, they're not 40 mils. You can also use this for your specialty tea and coffees. You can also use this for your soft drinks. Again, so if you're not a big drinker out there, your guests can actually use this to their purpose. They break even, especially if they're actually probably going to be saving money by having a drinks package, even if they don't drink alcohol. because the mocktails on board are around £5. So an average cocktail £6.60. So if they don't do alcohol, it's worth it. So how do we support you? So I'm going to give you a QR code in a few moments about joining our Facebook page. Please do that because we've got offers several times a week on social media. We have Cruise of the Week every Wednesday. Have a look at that. Easy. Lift and shift and put on your Facebook page. It's nice and done. We even do all your little emojis for you. That's so it's there and done for you. So it takes seconds. We do your ship visits. We've got fan trips coming up. We've got webinars again that I'm doing with you guys. Then we'll always revisit with you. One-to-one trainings we're happy to do if you want to fit that in with us. We look at a diary and support you locally. Incentives, I'm going to go through that in a second with you. You're always going to get a new campaigns. We're always looking at different ways we can attract a market. Price parity is a massive thing with us. You'll find that there's price parity between our direct website and yourself, so you don't have to do any discount. And your online training via OTT. Yes, I've been chatting away to you today, but please go and do it. It allows you to take advantage of some of our special offers as an agent as well once you've got a booking across the line. So what do we do for you agents? So once you've got your logins and all that sent out the next day or two, you can get on you can get yourself booking. It's called grab 20 quid at the moment, and then the end of each week we've got a £500 up for grab as well. So grab a booking, grab 20 quid between now and the end of the month. All you need to do is cruise from 7 nights or more and submit within 7 days to our competitions emails, and you will be put in for your Love to Shop voucher. Once you've done a booking and across the line with us, we absolutely love to make sure you're rewarded. It's in our financial year. So again, concessions are financial year only. So we don't have a big lifespan of when you can go for these. It's from the 1st of April to the 31st of March. Agent concessions are from £50 per person per night. Based generally on an outside cabin, midship if we can get it, and then if you want to upgrade, we give you the opportunity closer to departure date and you can have a price. You can also take advantage of drink packages. You just tell us which one you like and we will give you an up-to-date price. It's usually around a 15% saving on those. Again, terms and conditions do apply, and if you email in, they will look after you at Agent Cruise team. So do join our Facebook groups, guys. There is nearly 13,000 followers on the last count on this Facebook group. Ambassador Cruise Line Trade Partners, we are taking your questions. We answer your questions. We give you incentives. We might do spot prices. We've got a lot going on. And so we've got thousands of partners on there. So do come and be part of our community. I'm leaving it there just for a couple of seconds for you. And we do all go on and add deals for you. We add local deals. We might also ask you if we've got some focus cruises. Could you post these for us as well? So recap for you. Why would I recommend Ambassador? So from an old travel agent point of view, I love them because they're small to mid-sized ships, 11 to 1,400 guests. The traditional, authentic experience on board, but with a modern twist. I didn't mention this in my training, but I'm going to mention it now. We're award-winning, and we're taking the awards off some big cruise lines out there. We're adult-orientated, depending on which ship you're on. No Fly cruise line is adults only, apart from one cruise later on this year. Otherwise, no kids are allowed. We are Renaissance adult-orientated, where we do allow the older children on. We're a local company, so less journey time to port for a lot of our guests, so we've got something going from their doorstep. And also, for yourself, we're one of the most agent-friendly booking portal systems out there. So do have a time and have a look through the website, because the portal for booking journey is not much difference. You can say easy is you can very easily ring our contact centre. They will absolutely look after you over the phone, no problem at all. They will absolutely give you a quote reference, and it comes off their target, so why not? So I'm going to love you and leave you and say thank you. I am open for some questions if you wish, and I'm just going to stop sharing there for you, Sharna.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Andrew. I was keeping my eye on the chat, and it was mainly just Ian throwing in the fact that he loves it. So that's always good to see. Does anybody have any questions for Andrew at all?
Yes.
Lucky. Oh, sorry. Ian, go on. You're already unmuted. So you go first and then we'll come over to Lucky.
Hey, Andrew. Firstly, thanks for the presentation. Really, really liking it. I'm sure
They
Sharna knows the question that's coming. What's your disability access like on your ships?
disability access. So okay, I'm going to be really straightforward and honest. We've got one ship that can take 12 cabins, disability like, so over 4 grades. So absolutely fine. You got to keep in mind there's slightly older ships, so in certain areas there might be high steps required, but they are slightly older ships, so have got access on all deck levels by lifts. We've got some are automatic doors and some not. So we would always say people do need to come with it, but we go on.
Sorry, the signal went a bit strange there. I do apologise.
No, that's right. I was going to say there's a little bit of a mobility policy on our website at the very bottom, a little tab that covers like requirements come on board. We do take a lot of guests with disability requirements. We still allow wheelchairs and scooters on board ship throughout the day, and in certain kind of areas as well. So we do take a lot of people that need disability support.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Lucky, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Sharna. Hi, Andrew. That was brilliant. Thank you. Just
welcome.
two questions.
Yeah.
One, excursions.
Yeah, your destination experiences come out 6 to 8 weeks on the cruise personalizer. We email the guest so that they can access them as well, and you can do it under the manager booking. So 6 to 8 weeks, a notification goes out, and then they can secure their spot. They don't pay for it. They on there they just secure their spot, and we add it to their onboard account. So you can say to them they can save a little bit longer with us, and we add it to their onboard account, and they pay on board the ship. All right. And solo guests for us are quite big. 30% of our occupancy is solo guests on across our vessels. We offer 4 different grades for them to book as well. So, and our occupancy charge on average is 20%. On some cruises, if you pay for our website, you'll find there's a no solo supplement as well, depending on how the cruise is selling. We might offer some extra grades where they're not being charged at all. But I would say they generally come out on sort of within the last couple of months of the cruise going, where it's needed full payment. Thanks, Lucky.
Anybody else got any questions for Andrew? To be honest with you, personally, I think you did pretty much cover most things, really. Anybody else?
I absolutely recommend. Yeah, my top tip would be get the OTT done, because that puts you in for doing all the agent is the concessional fares. You have to have the OTT done, so it's 3 quick modules, a little bit more in depth for you, but actually it's still lighter. Each module should take you around 20 minutes, and there's only 3 of them.
Hi there, Andrew. Just a quickie. You say go from Tilbury. Is there a charge, or is there parking areas for people?
Yeah. So if you haven't looked at Tilbury before, do have a look on maps. We've got a car park directly by our terminal. It's a little short cross a little small road, and you're into the terminal. It's on average around £16 a day. Some incentives, some stuff we offer where you might get free car parking, free coaches. So again, depends what the campaigns are on at the time. But I would say an average charge around £16 a day.
Lovely, thank you.
Very welcome.
Anybody else?
Yes, me please. When you were talking about the main 3 ships that go from Tilbury, the first one was Ambition, and the last one was Ambience. I missed the name of the middle one.
So you got flagship is Ambience, is our biggest at 1,400 guests. Second one is Ambition. She's the slightly higher spec when built, because that was ex-Ida Cruises and thing. So, and then the third ship based in the Caribbean for us is Renaissance.
Oh right, thank you very much.
No problem.
I was going to say, Andrew, do you have a favourite ship?
Do I have a favourite ship? I'm not gonna lie. I love them all for the right reasons. Because when I see them sometimes seasonally, not all the time. And when I get them back on board, I fall in love with them again, because they're really comfortable, soft furnishings. And something that I will point out is you get on modern ships and they're quite loud on board because they've not got so much carpet and stuff like this. It's very well compacted. They're very quiet ships, and I love that sort of cruising. So once you're on board, have a look through our you can see it. So I'll try to get to that. Go on our website, you go to ship profile, you can see Ambience and Ambition and tour yourself around the ships as well. And this is a great link to send to guests as well. So if you'll talk to guests, you can send it at the same time and talk through it while you're over the phone with them, maybe. so you can share that with them. It's great. You can see the bars, the restaurants, the cabins. I managed to sell with an agent by showing just someone in the bathroom, and it sold a cab honestly straight away. You'll be surprised what something makes a sale go through.
Do you know if we've got a BDM?
You won't have a direct BDM. You will feed you straight to the trade team, but it depends on, because you're all remote. You'll have a local one. So I'll get Emma to send you, Sharna, a map of the local BDMs, and you can share out as a proximity.
Emma has been really helpful.
Yeah. My top tip is join the Facebook group I've asked you to do. You can literally post on there, and your local rep. So always say, I'm blah blah Lucky, I'm from so and so, who's my local rep, and you can just we'll give you our email address, or you can just friend request us as well through the Facebook page.
Brilliant. Thank you, Andrew.
Pleasure.
Fabulous. I think that might be you, Andrew.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Honestly, we appreciate you coming on, especially in the middle of January. I know exactly how it is. So thank you very much. For the rest of you that are on, we'll do the usual. I'll stop the recording, keep you on for any other questions. Thank you again, Andrew. Thank you so much. And I know obviously we are waiting for final details and everything like that, and we can get the guys going.
Pleasure. Let's have a good evening with what's left, and I'll hopefully see you hopefully on a ship visit. All right.
Hopefully so.
Thank you, Andrew. Bye-bye.
Bye.